Hey everyone, I'm back. I'm back with a new video. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions. I'm going to be doing a first impressions of the new XX Revolution Beauty brand. It's another extension of the Revolution, whatever you want to call it, franchise. So they've got Revolution Pro, I Heart Revolution, and now they've got XX Revolution. So I've bought a full face, so we're just going to get into it and see what the products are like. Okay, so I've already popped my moisturiser on, so I'm going to go in with the first complexion product, and I got the Cloud Complexion. I think it is just a primer, it's not a moisturiser built in, so it's just a primer. The packaging is really nice, it's really heavy, it's like this frosted glass bottle, and then the lid just says XX Revolution on the top. The feel of it is amazing, it's like this whipped, I don't know if you'd call this a mousse, I'm not really sure. This feels like it's really gonna fill my pores, so let's see. I'm just gonna put it through the centre of my face, because I don't know. That's where I have issues if my makeup's gonna come off, it's gonna be in the centre, so put it where I've got pores basically. Smells really nice. Smells very floral, but it's nice. Looking close up, I don't really know if it's filled my pores, but I don't know. I don't know what it's done, to be honest, but it smells good. Okay, so moving on to the foundation, I bought their Glow foundation. I don't actually know the name of it. It doesn't say on the bottom, but it's the one with the shiny cap, and again it's in a frosted bottle. Guys, I'm a bit concerned about the colour. So I've had 12.5 before in their Conceal and Define foundation, and it was a bit too pink. It wasn't too dark, it was just the wrong tone. But then on their website they described 12.5 as golden yellow, which obviously my skin tone is. So I went on and bought 12.5 in this, and I think it's going to be way too dark. Yeah, it is quite dark, but I think we can make it work because I've got a lighter concealer, so it should be okay. So yeah, this foundation is supposed to be full coverage, but with more of a glowy finish. So we'll see about that. So I'm just going to take this Morphe brush to pat that in. To be fair, the colour's not horrendous. It is still a little bit too red for me, but that's the thing that I find with Revolution products, their colours are just off. They've got the colour range, but the undertones are quite weird. Like, I definitely would not describe this foundation as yellow. It looks better on camera than it does in real life. I look orange, really orange. Oh dear. It does definitely look full coverage though, and it is glowy. I'll give them that. It's a nice foundation actually, looking at it, but the colour's just off. Yeah, close up it does look really nice. It's really smooth, really glowy. It's just giving me a dark tan. Okay, so for the concealer, I bought the shade CX 8.5, which on the website I thought looked around, if we're talking MAC, I think it looked around like an NC38. But now, looking at it in real life, girl, that's an NC20. That is light. I think the website's done me dirty with the swatches. Let's put this under my eyes. I guess the only good thing about this being really light is the fact that my foundation is too dark. Oh my god. On camera it literally looks white. Okay, let's just blend that out and see what happens. Hope for the best. Just gonna use a small mirror and blend that in. Revolution, did you do me dirty? think you did. Okay, to be fair, that doesn't look bad. On camera, I think with the light shining on me, it looks a lot lighter than it is. Doesn't look bad at all. I definitely wouldn't say it's full coverage though, like I can still see the darkness under my eyes, and I did put quite a bit on, so. Although saying that, if I had gone for a darker colour, it would have covered better. I think because it's actually too light for me, it's still showing the darkness through. No, I'm looking like Casper underneath my eyes. And sunburnt everywhere else. Okay, so that's blended out. Like I said, I definitely wouldn't call it full coverage. Yeah, it's alright. I won't be running to use this every day, but it does look nice. It's actually quite a natural finish, really. It's got a glow to it. I'm just gonna try putting a tiny bit more on in an attempt to cover just here. No, it's just not for me, love. It's just not for me. Okay, so now we're gonna powder the under eyes. I bought the Luster setting powder. Oh wait, it's just the setting powder. This is the packaging it comes in. It comes with a little powder puff. I think the colour is Luster, I think. So it has one of these sifters, but you can lift it up and all the product is just underneath. So I will probably do that because the sifters, I find they're a bit long to get the product out. Oh, guys, this powder's shimmery. Oh no, I'm gonna be looking a hot mess. I don't know if you can see, but it looks like a straight up highlighter. I think I'm about to put highlighter under my eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in how I usually do powder. I'm just gonna add a little bit because I really don't want sparkly under eyes. Too late. Too late, I've got sparkly under eyes. Oh my God. I just need to zoom you in to look at this mess. Can you see that? I've got gold highlighter as a setting powder. See, why would they market this as a setting powder if it's glittery? Why wouldn't you just say that it's a highlighter? Because that is straight up highlighter. Well, I guess we'll do the other side. Oh. Nothing else to say about that. Okay, can it get much worse? You would think not, but I think it's about to get a lot worse. So I ordered one of their bronzers. Can I just say, the packaging for this collection is amazing. It's all kind of in this hard, it looks like metal, but obviously it's plastic. I'll just show you the powder that I just used. It's like a pale pink, and then this is the bronzing packaging. So again, on the website, Spectre looked like a really golden, like nice bronzy colour, kind of the same colour as what I would use anyway to bronze. Tell me why. This is red. No, it's red. I'm just going to use the same brush that I usually do and just use a little bit because I'm about to get very shook, I just know it. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I mean, it is too dark for me, and it's probably more of a bit of like a blusher colour maybe. I mean, it's setting off the under eyes. It is setting off the highlighted under eyes, let me tell you. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look horrendous. Just pop some around my forehead. You know what? This is just making me look like how I look when I've caught like a proper tan. Head to that side. We're not mad. I look bronzed. Guys, I can't get over the under eyes. They're shining in the light. Disaster. Just gonna put a little bit on the tip of my nose. I'm just gonna tap here just to try and get rid of that shine from the highlighter under my eyes. That complexion primer did absolutely nothing. I swear my pores look worse. Okay, so I hope this will save the complexion a little bit. I bought their blusher in the shade Obscure, and it's this really nice peachy colour. And I think this looks lovely. So let's just dip into this and add that to the apples. That's really nice. Yes, we're here for that. Love it. I actually forgot to buy a highlighter, and it was like something was telling me, go, you've already got one in the bag. Disguised as an under eye powder. That blusher is 10 out of 10. I'm giving clown vibes, but whatever. So I've zoomed you in so you can go into eyes, but look at those under eyes. No honey, it's not it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to try on the eyes, I bought their eye primer in the shade Translucent. So this is what it looks like. It's literally just a clear primer, no colour to it whatsoever. Put this straight on the lid. I'm going to take it up into the crease as well. And I'm going to get a brush and just blend it out so it's not wet. It doesn't feel sticky, it's kind of just like a, feels very like silicone-y. So for eyeshadow, I bought this really cute palette. It is called the Executive or X-Executive palette, and the colours are stunning, really nice. So to start, I'm going to go in with this colour here, which is just a nice tan brown shade, and just pop that in the crease. So it's stuck to that primer really well. There is fallout, but nothing can make these under eyes look any worse. I'm gonna go around the edges. I'm gonna wing this out as well. And just bring that colour out to the temples so it mixes with that bronzer. I'm then going to take the darker brown in the palette and just pop that right in the socket and on the outer corner. These are really nice eyeshadows. I've always been impressed by Revolution eyeshadows, to be fair. And then I'm just going back in with that first brush and blend them out. Just gonna wet that full out. So the pigment colour that I got was called Charge. Comes in this packaging and it's like a kind of pinky green gold shift pigment. So I'm just going to pop a bit of that in the lid. Before I put that on, I'm just going to pop a tiny bit more of the primer underneath, just so that the pigment has something to stick to. And then we're just going to pat the pigment on. This is so weird. So like when I initially put it on, it's quite pinky and green, and then as I pat it in more, it turns purple. Can you see? It's almost like oil slick colour, petrol. Can you see that? It's a really nice colour, but it comes off a lot more purple once you've patted it in. Okay, so then I'm just going to add a bit of the gold shade out of the palette in the inner corner. Well, that is really nice. Blend it up a little bit. I'm just blending a bit of the first brown shade under my eye. And then adding the tiniest bit of the darker shade as well, just to smoke it out. Okay, so I didn't order a mascara from them, so I'm just going to add some mascara and my lashes, and then we'll be back to do brows and a lip. Okay, so mascara is done and lashes are on. One thing I did notice when doing the other eye, I'm not sure if it picks up on camera, I didn't put any primer underneath this. I put it under the eyeshadow as a whole, but I didn't re-prime to put the pigment down, and it's actually stayed more of the colour that it looks in the pot. So maybe these pigments aren't really meant to be used with more of a primer underneath. I don't know, doesn't really make sense to me, but we move. So the next product I'm going to use is the brow gel. Now again, their shades, what I would say with this company is the shades online are not representative to what they are in real life. So I bought medium brown, but look how dark it is. Like, I would call that a dark brown, not medium brown at all. So I'm just going to comb this through my brow hairs. One thing I've noticed compared to the MAC one that I use, this is very runny. Very, very liquidy. Okay, so it doesn't look bad. I don't really like the colour of it. I think it's too dark. But as a whole, the product's not terrible. I just don't know how long it's going to last because it's so runny. So I don't know whether it will like kind of mix with the oils on my skin and get greasy and come off. Am I going to use it instead of my MAC one? Absolutely not. Okay, so for lip, I stupidly forgot to get a lip liner. So I'm just going to use my trusty MAC Cork lip liner. And then I got this gloss in the shade Ticket, and it's like this nice, warm, nudie, pinky kind of colour. Again, on the website, it did look a little bit more browny, but I do like this. It smells really nice. Okay, so the thickness of this is almost like a liquid lipstick, except it's not matte. shiny, which makes me feel like it could potentially last quite a long time on the lip. This colour is really nice actually. So that's the colour of the lip. They're really creamy. They're not sticky at all. Like I said, because they've got that thicker formula, almost like a liquid lipstick, I feel like it's going to last quite a long time on my lips. And then last but not least, to seal everything in, I got the Glow Fix Spray. It just says glow all day, fix and mist from for lit from within skin, illuminates and brightens skin whilst holding makeup in place. And it's got caffeine and papaya extract. So I'm just going to give that a shake and then spray all over. Whew. So it smells really strong. It smells very like clinical. It smells like the dentist's. It's glittery. It's actually glittery. So not only have I got shiny under eyes, but I've got glittery face now as well. Brilliant. I mean, it is very little. No, there's actually chunks of glitter on my face. I'm just going to spray this on my hand and see if you can see the glitter on camera, because there's quite a lot of it. Let me just dry that off. Can you see the glitter chunks? And that's all over my face. Brilliant. If you're a fan of the sprays that make your face shimmery, then that's your girl. I personally am not down for that. I mean, I would love this on my body. That'd be really nice. Like over your shoulders, and well, it's all over my legs now. It's actually a pink glitter as well, which I don't really like. Okay, just to conclude this video, I'm not completely mad at makeup. Like, my makeup has definitely looked worse. The foundation was really nice, but it is the wrong colour. So when ordering yours online, I don't really know what to suggest, because I did quite a lot of research to try and find this colour. But I would just maybe go, if you've used any of the Revolution foundations before, maybe go down a shade and just be careful, because like I said, 12.5 was described as golden, but it's actually very red. I loved all the eyeshadow stuff. I think the eyes look really nice. The brow, I mean, it's just a brow gel. It's quite watery, so like I said, I don't know how long it's going to last on my eyebrows. The spray is glittery, so if that's what you're into, don't talk to me about the under eye setting powder. I mean, as a set... Ooh. It's all come out. As a setting powder goes, I mean, it's not really the one. The concealer... not really sold on the concealer. I don't really like the colour of it or the coverage. But the lip, love the lip gloss. I'll definitely be wearing this more often. And like I said about the bronzer, I love the formula of the bronzer. It's just the colour was just completely off for me. I think I'll be able to use that one a little bit more tanned, and I'll definitely use it as an eyeshadow. But I think I'm going to go on the website and try and get a lighter shade. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.